Hey guys, Ultra Maximus here, chilling out on a Friday evening, having a few beers and figuring to knock a few videos out. And I was watching Caked Up earlier tonight, and he was talking about Insecticon from Revenge of the Fallen, the whole Hunt for the Decepticons line that came out, which was actually kind of hard to find around here in Indiana. We didn't have a lot of Hunt for Decepticon figures, but he talked about how he wanted the figure, but he didn't want to, pay the online prices. I think he called them scalpers, which is kind of funny. If you have not watched Caked Up stuff, check him out. He's awesome. I'll put a link below in the description to his website, so his YouTube site. So check him out. He's got good stuff. Very professional. Does a very good job. He's a lot better than me. I mean, I sit on the couch. I drink beer. I talk about Transformers. The guy's got a production show. It's something you should see. So check him out. He's good stuff. But I was sitting there thinking about him. I'm like, you know what? He is kind of a hard character to find, and he happened to find him not too long ago at a Walgreens, and he picked him up. I'm like, well, that's pretty cool. Who knows how long it's been sitting there, And I picked mine up in 2011, so it'd been about a year or longer after the Revenge of the Fallen movie came out. So I found mine kind of happenstance myself, and it was at local Target here. And I'm like, God, this is one I kind of like. It was kind of cool, kind of like Ejector, the little toaster. He's pretty cool. I need to do a review on him too. But I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do a little review on him and check him out, and it's good stuff. So here he is. Let's take a look at him. So thank you, Caked Up, for the idea. Don't drink, kids. But no, it was funny because I actually was thinking about doing a review on this guy a few weeks ago, and then I watched the review today, and I'm like, oh yeah, let's do a review on this guy. So here he is. Nice package. Woohoo! Kind of hard to see. A little glare and stuff. So he's got the yellow packaging of Revenge of the Fallen, the Hunt for the Decepticon stuff, and I'm going to turn my TV off real quick because I'm getting some glare. I think this will help. Maybe a little. No, I'm getting a lot of glare from the screen. But yeah, so there he is. Check him out. Now, due to technical difficulties, I've already opened him up, but just kind of showing what he looks like in the package. Very cool. There are things about this packaging, I'm going to try to adjust this a little bit, that I really, really dig. And this is kind of the old school Revenge of the Fallen packaging. He is a Scout class figure that you can see there. We got a Decepticon logo, and what I like about this, let's see if I can catch it in the light, the Decepticon logo is actually raised up on the plastic, which is very cool. There we go. We can kind of see it. It's kind of raised up. We get the nice little circuitry type stuff going on, and then we also have the little Decepticon logo in the bubble. That actually went over to the new generation of figures, which was kind of cool. I definitely dug that. He's a Scout class figure. We got the Hunt for the Decepticon logo here with the get the codes. And this is, I think, one of the first hub stickers that we see for the show. And then we got, he's an Insecticon. He is a Decepticon. And things I like about this. Look, see how the Decepticon logo and the Insecticon raised out. I wish they would still do that. That looks very, very cool. Very impressive. And that Insecticon mode, that's a piece of paper that's inset that's got a kind of a 3D look to it because it's inset a little bit, and that looks very nice. Good job to the people who manufactured it. I think that's very, very cool. And then this is what he looks like on the back. This is the back of the packaging. So we got Insecticon in robot. In insect mode, we have his bio, which I will go over, and a stats I will go over. And then we have down here, Transformers.com, and the DreamWorks Paramount logo. And I don't remember seeing this on the third series of figures, Dark of the Moon. I'm going to have to check that out. I don't really remember seeing that, so I'm going to check that out, see if that's on there. I thought that was kind of funny. It just stuck out to me for some reason. So, looking at it, let's see. His stats are kind of off to me. His strength of a 3, it should be smaller, maybe 1. He's a little tiny bug. Remember, this is the little probe drone thing that Starscream put out to go after Michaela, was it Michaela? Yeah, Michaela, and Sam. So I just don't see him as having a 3. That's a very big robot for a little tiny thing. So at least a 1. Intelligence of a 3. I don't see this thing having any intelligence. I think that's too high. Speed of an 8. I can see that being a tiny little insect. Endurance of a 2. Okay, I can see that. Rank of a 2. That should be lower, I think, because he's a drone thing. Courage of an 8. And this is... I'm iffy on this one. He's a drone thing. How could he have any courage? But at the same token, this thing will probably go anywhere it is told to go, so maybe that's why they push that up there. Fire Blast of 5, I don't buy that at all. That should be a 1. And a skill of 3. And I can see that one. So, skill set, he's kind of a mixed bag of nuts, you know? His bio doesn't make much sense to me at all. And I'm going to agree with CakedUp'ds in the fact that this is kind of a bad bio. Insecticon has teamed up with Ravage. Never dealt with Ravage. He got dispensed by Starscream. To hunt and destroy Autobots before, but never with as much satisfaction as he feels this time. Bumblebee has been an annoyance to them both. I can see that, as Bumblebee annoys me most of the time. And he kills Ravage. Okay. It will be a pleasure to sink his pincers into the soft internal wiring of the Autobot warrior. I like that line, but he has nothing to do with Bumblebee. Sam smashes him in the movie. So, yeah. Kind of interesting. Nothing too terribly out there. He's definitely one of the few Bayformers I really wanted to pick up and really take a look at. So, let's get him out of this package that I've already opened up and look at his robot and look at his insect mode, shall we? Alright, so here we have Insecticon out of his package in his robot mode. Now, some of the things that he came with. One, obviously, he came with his instructions, which are pretty simple. Really don't need them, whatever. And then he came with, this is kind of fun, the hunt for the Decepticons. Here's the code, and here's how you play it, and for as long as it lasts, blah, 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 blah. I never played this game. I don't think anybody has. I don't think it cost anything. Just kind of, yeah, there's your code and there's your instructions. Huzzah. Looking at this little robot, I like this guy. He's very awesome looking. Look at him. He definitely looks like an Insecticon. He's got kind of a military green going on, and some grays and a little silver paint apps here and there, and he's got these nice translucent blue wings reminiscent of Beast Wars, which is very cool. Now, this guy, he's got some faults, and he's got a lot of really cool stuff. One of the coolest things is he is very, very posable. He's got ball and socket joints and hook joints all over the place, and these little wings. Now, one of the things, the wings are attached to the arms, so you got to hold the arm down while you move up your wings. And you can do all kinds of neat. He does all kinds of wonderful poses. This is one of my favorite. I don't know why. Kind of reminds me of a Men in Black thing. This cracks me up. This really cool. He's got nice ball and socket joints everywhere. You can pose him all over the place. Do what you want with him. Very cool. Now, I did notice, which one is it? I'll probably, in this video, pop. Some of these limbs here pop off pretty easy. I've noticed one of the legs on my figure pop off really easy, which is unfortunate. But, you know, it's alright. It pops right back on. But, you know, he looks really nice. The other thing is he has lots of detail going on. Like, in the arms, lots of hooks and just little pieces moving here and out, pistons and bolts and all that kind of stuff. And if you look, he's got this nice little gear thing going on, like right here in his snail shell backpack thing that turns into the bug. Just lots of nice, really cool looking stuff. His head sculpt is really, really nice. It's kind of hard to see here, but he's just got all these like pieces that come into his mouth. If you go check out CakedUp'ds video, he's got a very nice close-up of the head. Head's got pretty good articulation. It moves around. These arms are really good. And one of the things, and CakedUp even mentioned, that I like is most of the bug formers from like Beast Wars and Animated and whatnot, these arms all kind of snap together to make like one arm in robot mode, and it does not on this figure. He's got 4 arms and 2 legs, so he has 6 and 6. He is straight out an insect in both robot and bug mode, which was very, very cool. Definitely dig that. Now, what else about this guy that I like in this mode? He looks like an Insecticon. I mean, he's got this nice shell back here that kind of has this kind of hunched kind of feel to him. He's a scout figure, and he goes well against other figures. Oh, look, there's the leg that always pops up on mine. I don't know if that happens to other people, but yeah, he pops off. It just slides back on. It's not that big of a deal, but it happens. And then I have one of these, because these are on hinges, and I've got one of them, I can't remember which one it is, pops off every now and then. But yeah, he's real nice looking. He's got this nice kind of military look with the military green and the metal and stuff. Just looks really vicious and fun, and I love the translucent blue. Very Insecticon-like, very Beast Wars-like to me. So yeah, definitely. He's a fun little figure. He poses very well. I love how his knees bend backwards. That's very, very cool. So yeah. So let's take a look at him in bug mode, shall we? Okay, so here I have Insecticon in his bug mode, and he's looking awesome. He's just this kind of cross between a spider and some kind of fly type of character that just looks really, really nice. Really dig him. He just looks very nice. This would have been a great Beast Wars type of character. I'd really like to see him in a bigger mode. I mean, he works fine as a scout class figure, but I mean, that's a great insect. He's got this nice big abdomen. Now, what's kind of weird is this little piece back here in the back kind of folds up, and you want to make sure to pull that out. It doesn't really stick out. I mean, sometimes when you hit it, it'll kind of pop back up. There's nothing to kind of click it into place, so that's kind of odd. And we get that nice little gear thing going on back there, and the nice detail on the shell. We've got the wings. I love the detail on the wings. Look at the cells. And we've got these nice Decepticon logos in the silver here. That looks really nice. Very cool. You can't really see any bits of the robot when he's in this mode. You know, the legs, real nice. And we've got the front legs that you can actually, if you wanted to, I guess you could spin these around like this and pull the ankles out. Let's see if I can pull one out here. And make like a little pincer up front if you wanted to. So that's kind of cool that option is there for you if you want to do it. I don't really do that. I leave it down like that. And then, oh, what else about this guy is really nice? Oh, the head sculpt here is really cool. He's got a nice little kind of cycloptic camera, which we see in the movie. And he's got these mandibles that come around. We've got some nice silver paint on the back of his head, and the whole head kind of reminds me of an insect version of a football helmet, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, he looks really nice. Now, some of the things that disappoint me in this mode are the fact that the wings. We can't really display the wings too much. They're on a ball joint, but they don't really get to fly out so much, and they kind of seem, I'm going to agree with Caked Up that these wings seem to be backwards. Like if you could reverse these, you could get some nice, if you pulled them forward, I mean, it just looks kind of weird the way it sits. It looks like they're backwards, but if those wings were on the other way, it'd look a lot cooler. And unfortunately, I mean, even though they're on a ball joint, it's the kind of ball joint you can't pop it off and switch it. And I wish it was, because it'd look so much cooler if it did. But yeah, all in all, I mean, he's got some great articulation. You could, I mean, take these legs and snap up a little Legends class figure and have him fly away with it. That'd be really nice. His little head will come straight down pretty much. You know, you can just kind of crane it up if you want to. So some really nice poses. I mean, this guy just can get in some awesome poses both in robot and in insect mode. So very fun, very cool. He was definitely one I was looking for when I saw what figures were coming out. He's one of the few Bayformers. I mean, there's probably half a dozen Bayformers out of the entire line that I really like, and this is definitely one of them. He is very nice, very articulated. He's got a nice insect mode that is very kind of, I guess, transmetal looking to me. I'd like to see him repainted more in the Beast Wars colors. I'd like to see more translucent plastics, more vibrant colors on him. I think he'd be a lot cooler there. Be very nice. Maybe some translucent plastic on these little mandibles up front where his little football grill is. That'd be kind of cool. Match the blue there. So, but yeah, very nice figure. If you can find this figure very cheap at a yard sale or flea market or something, pick it up. Or if you just see him randomly in some kind of discount store or someplace that, you know, just has had him a while, he is definitely a figure to pick up. So there he is, guys. Insecticon from Hunt from the Decepticons. Thanks for watching.